The Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years.
God said, look, the way I am appealing to man, I'm appealing to man, and man is rejecting my appeal. In 120 days time, the door shall be shut. It's not saying man shall live for 120 years. What he was saying is that I will allow my long suffering to be 120 years. That's why Noah preached for 120 years, which was a calculation of the long suffering of God in the days of Noah. And once it was 120 days, bam, the ark door was closed, because the time of grace expired. Those who believed within this 120 days entered. Those who did not believe, the rain cleared them. Why? It was not God killing people. It was man's choice, bringing to man the outcome of his choice. The judgment of Noah's day was man's choice, bringing to man the outcome of his choice. Whosoever believe in him shall not perish. He that believeth not is condemned. Why is he condemned? Because of his choice. We're teaching good. So when people say, but why did God destroy the world of Noah? The world of Noah was a type, just like Jacob and Esau, just like Abel and Cain. Typology. Okay? It was a type of the end of the world. That's why when people are saying Jesus is coming in September, Jesus is coming, those people ate heavy food before they slept and had food dream. They've predicted and they are tired, and it has never happened. I'm waiting for this September 1. Then I will do a video and address him. I'll give him a detailed address, and I will wash him clean so that he won't do it next time. Jesus himself said, like it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. So if you want to understand eschatology, eschatology is easily and cheaply understood by looking at what Christ said. Christology is the explanation of eschatology. We know that the Son of God is come and has given us an understanding. So if we're going to understand anything about God's plan and will, we use the binoculars of Christ. Like it was in the days of Noah, Jesus speaking. How was it in the days of Noah? It was, everything happened until the flood. Once the flood happened, that was the end of the world. When we are raptured, there is no antichrist coming. There will be no another world. The day of rapture is the end of the world. There will be no other day after rapture. And for information, rapture is not a Bible word. So leave that. Let's deal with this on the day of resurrection. As it was in the days of Lot. In the days of Lot, Jesus said, use two examples, because at the mouth of two or three, a word is established. He gave us two, Lot and Noah. How was it in the days of Lot? Lot kept preaching. The people would not believe. And the day the angels came and they wanted to sleep with the angels asked Lot to leave. The moment Lot left that city of Sodom and Gomorrah, the Bible tells us that fire began to rain. Judgment. So the day the trumpet sounds, this world comes to an end. It's simple. You don't need to read the book of Revelation. The revelation is in Christ. Christ is the embodiment of revelation. See, I hear you. So man is responsible for his choices. God is not the minister nor the permitter of sin, if it's English like that. God is not the permitter of sin. James 1:13, let no man say when he's tempted, I'm tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. Next verse. But every man is tempted when he's drawn away of Satan's lust, when he's drawn away of God's lust, when he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Next verse. Then when lust had conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. How can God be behind death? If God is behind death, then God is behind sin. How do you read? If God is behind death, God is behind sin, because death is a conception of sin. Somebody say, no, we are talking about physical death. God is behind physical death. No, sir. There would be no physical death if there was no spiritual death. It is spiritual death that brought physical death. It is when man sinned by rejecting God's offer that man was separated from God, and in that separation, human body became mortal. And from that moment, mortality became the state of every man. That's why Jesus in his death made immortality available. That's why the resurrection of the dead is part of the redemptive benefit in Christ. The dead in Christ shall rise first. Why? Because before he died, he said, I am the resurrection. I am the life. Though you were dead, you will live. He was saying that in me, mortality will end. He was announcing the expiration of mortality. That's why when you come to Christ, you have passed from death to life. I'm teaching good tonight. So sin is a function of man's will.